Undercut podcast. We've got a wet qualifying session today. How good is that? I'm going to turn my lights on, actually. Turn my lights on. There we go. There's the lights. We have got a wet qualifying session today, which is really interesting. I can't wait to see this session. It is going to be absolutely incredible. Or you can change the settings. I've never gone live on the shorts feed before, but here we are. Here we are. Yeah. Look at it. It's going to be a good qualifying session. Real quick, let's review the practice 3 results real quick, because this is now going to be a very interesting session now that it is going to be wet, which is very interesting. Yeah, I mean, what is in store for us in this qualifying session? Max doesn't look like the favourite either, which is always good. Let's have a look at these practice 3 results then. Let's go through them. Let's see. Obviously, practice 3, the most representative session other than the main sessions. Norris and Piastri locking at the front with Verstappen behind. So McLaren looked the quickest, but that was obviously in the dry. It is now slightly wet, which could throw up something. Yeah. Spill the tea. Where can I watch this? Maybe you can enlighten me. It's Ray. It's Ray. It's Now TV. It's you can see me streaming. I've had to do the stream by myself today. It's very, very unorganized. Not our usual spiel today, but it's on the shorts feed, so we're doing a little experiment. Oh, it's so hot in here. Why were UK houses built to keep heat in, man? Why are they built like this? I'm here to support you. Thank you, beautiful. Why is it so hot, man? It's so hot. Bloody hell. Though. I am really excited. It's so hot. The Hungary won't be an issue if you had AC. Yeah, but AC's really expensive in the UK. It's so expensive, man. Let's go. Let's go. Round 13, Budapest, Hungary. Let's do this. The Hungarian Grand Prix. It is raining. And it is raining. As Crofty confirms, it is raining. It is going to be raining. It's going to be interesting. Lando Norris quit in the dry. Will he be the quickest wet? That is another question. Experience will come in handy here, but also the car performance is different in the wet. It's a different type of balance for the car. You obviously maybe need a little bit more downforce. Line speed isn't as important. It's been raining for the past hour, which is interesting. Right, watching it in a they'll be sucking off Ferrari if you're watching it in Italian. The Tifosi love their Ferrari. Oh, it's so hot, man. What's behind you? What's behind me? Oh, it's Kimi. It's Kimi. Where's Kimi? I can't. There's Kimi. Actually, hold on. We're going to get Kimi out for this. Kimi is here. Here he is. Kimi. It's Kimi Räikkönen. He's sitting there. He's watching the qualifying with us. He's watching the qualifying. So there he is. Kimi Räikkönen. You can't even see him. I'm in the way. My fat head. Oh, it's so hot. I'm going to have to open this window, man. It's so hot in it. Jesus Christ. Do I have a pet? I don't have a pet, no. My fiance has a pet. A Springer Spaniel. He's such a cute dog. Oh, do you have a pet? What pets do we have? Oh, right, let's see, shall we? Let's see. Okay, I'm very interested. I am very interested. I'm gonna actually, hold on. You got one dog? That's cool. What kind of dog? What kind of dog are we talking? Can I change? I have a pet named Connor. Well, we know that. Coco. Coco's such like a nice pet name. Oh, I've flipped the camera. I didn't know you could do that. I'm experimenting here. I had no idea this was a thing. What's that mean? If I press highlight, okay. Can I change the title? I put some hashtags in them, but I a Labrador? A labor? I'm assuming you meant Labrador. Labrador's cool. I love Labradors. They're great. So here we go. So Q1 has just started, and McLaren looked the quickest. Hello, Amber. How's it going? Let's go. Let's go. I'm so gassed. Lando Norris looks like he's gonna be the quickest. Lando showed the race. I can't show the race. If I show the race, man, I'm copyrighted. I'm gonna get taken down, man. I could flash it. No, don't do that. Don't get us taken down. My friend who I run the channel with will come back and be like, nah, man, where's the channel gone? I don't know. It's gone. Hello. Hello, everyone joining the chat. Let's go, then. I am so excited. English or Spanish? Oh, no. I'm not answering that question. I've seen the meme. As much as I'm getting older now and memes are coming out and like, what does skibbity toilet mean? Like, what does that even mean? Like, I'm getting too old for these. Brother, just post your big head in front of the video. Happy days. That's true. I could like get the sheen of the sweat on my forehead. It kind of is like a 1920 by 1080. It could kind of fit on there. You know what I'm saying? No. 2 rounds, bro. Skibbity. Oh, such brain rot. What does it even mean, man? I don't even get it. What does skibbity toilet mean, man? I don't get it. Put glasses on and let's see the. That's a good idea. I don't have any glasses. No, they're downstairs and I can't. What tyres are they starting on? They're all on softs. Okay, so it has been raining, but it's not enough for the intermediates, which is interesting. So, yeah, me neither. Yeah, bro has a portable cinema on his head. Yeah, man, that's it, bro. Just get a projector screen and track is okay for slick, says Bob. It's interesting though, isn't it? Because if the track is, it's like what we saw in Silverstone. If the track isn't wet enough for the softs, if the track isn't wet enough for the inters, and softs, it provides an extra challenge for the drivers, sort of keep it on the road. But obviously the softs, dry still being the fastest tyre. It's yeah, it looks dry. It is dry. It's maybe damp in patches, but it could rain again as we hear. The Red Bulls and the Mercedes, though, however, are both not out. I don't know what a skibbity is. Yeah, no, me neither. Can anyone in the chat explain what it is? Like, what is a skibbity, man? Like, what is skibbity? And also, what's this aura meme? Like, minus aura. What does that even mean? What does that mean? What? I don't get it. I'm just an old man now. Liams. Latifi streams. Is that what we're calling this? Latifi streams. Am I that slow? It's a wacky word that references or makes fun of the absurd in the context. It can mean cool, dumb, or bad, or just be used as a filler word. So it's basically it's a word. It's a meta word essentially. It pokes fun at itself, which is quite ironic. Also quite cool. Maybe I'll start saying skibbity. Yeah, skibbity, man. Yeah. I'm never doing that again. Right, let's get back to F1. Let's get back to F1. Who will be going to Haas? We know Kevin Magnussen is going to be leaving Haas at the end of the season. Who will replace him? It looks like will it be someone else? One lap before the rain, so there's one, and the Mercedes and the Red Bulls have only just come out. What are they doing? If it rains, they're going to be out. It's associated with meme culture, brain, and absurdist humor. Examples: oh no, you've got that skibbity riz. Oh, that just makes me. That just sends a shiver down my stomach. Latifi Streams was the go-to streaming platform to go pirate from. Oh, was it? Oh, damn. Okay. The coat was taken down. My Kingslane pushed my hairline back. Mnose88 is better than Google. You know, if I have a question, I'm going to just ask you, man. You seem to have all the answers. You got them definitions and everything. Here comes Oscar Piastri. I mean, Latifi Streams, man. I never heard of it. I am not watching it on a illegal streaming service, by the way. I am watching it on Now TV. We pay for. I will have you know. Just so you know, we ain't illegal out here. Alright? We ain't illegal. Here comes Lando Norris. Purple in the middle sector. Yeah, we're about to see a really interesting session here. And Oscar Piastri fastest in the last sector. And Carlos Sainz is on a mad one. Carlos Sainz is on an absolute mad one. Fastest in the first and second sector, has now been beaten by Lewis Hamilton in the first sector. So if it does sting and coming round, these laps are crucial. Sainz goes top by 0.2 of a second. Hamilton is also on a lap. Norris couldn't manage better than... It's going to be good. Can you say... Because one of my fans tells me to make you say that. I'm streaming too, but on another account. Okay, Zikri? I don't know. Listen, you asked the worst person to say a word because I'm the most lexic person you will ever meet. Okay? You don't ask me to say a word because I will screw it up. Which F1 racer would you twerk? What? What? Man? Low-key Lewis Hamilton. No, I'm joking. Shit. No, I wouldn't do that. I love that question, though. You N-word in Iraqi? What? Hey, no, wait, no, that's taken completely out of context, man. I don't know what that means. Nah, that can't be true. What? Hello, how are we doing to the stream? That's not true. Surely not. Hey, man, come on. Well, we having none of that, if that's true. I need to make sure I'm not tripping here. Nah, surely it's not. I don't, unfortunately. I'm sorry. You might have bumped into Jack before, who has been streaming on his own, but I am... Make sure you translate it. No, I don't condone this behaviour. That's not very nice. It's a name, man. I've searched this up. It's a name. In Malaysian means lion-like. It's a name, man. Like, I'm not... Out of context, alright? Oh! Sergeant's gone straight on and into the wall! Oh, that's a replay. I just wasn't paying attention, man. Lamel, no one even saying it again. I ain't trying to... We're not having any of that stuff. As far as I know, its name and... Nah, I ain't. Nah. We'll have none of that. We're having none of that. We're having none of that in chat. This is like a Trinity Discord call, but live. It actually is. This is literally a Trinity Discord call. Like so SI we have a chat on Discord, and whenever we get a call, this is basically what they do, just stupid shit like this. Oh, here comes Max. He's gonna go quickest, 100%. Oh no, he isn't. He's gone third, and Hamilton and Sainz are quicker. I'm always the one that gets got under the straw, because I'm the most naive, most dyslexic person you'll ever meet in your entire life. So People, whenever stupid shit happens, people choose me to take the brunt of it. Yo, can I ask you something? Yes, go ahead. As long as there's nothing mad, you know what I'm saying? We ain't having that. We haven't having that in this chat. That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? If I say you know what I'm saying again, I'm actually gonna top myself. I'm annoying myself. Can I ask you something? Yes, you can. It's so hot in here. It's making me go delirious, bruv. Can I have a Fanta Light, please, bruv? Gasly goes 11th. Russell is so close to being knocked out, man. Up though, and he's still 2/10 off Lewis Hamilton in sector 1. Would you rather? Oh no! If this is mad, I'm completely ignoring this. By the way, if this is a madness, I'm completely ignoring it. I ain't. Nope. But go on. If it's a madness, I'm ignoring it. But go on. Let's see what Russell does in the second sector. Is he backed off? It looks like he's back. He's off. He's backed off. He's backed off. Ricciardo in the drop zone. The Hasses don't look that strong this weekend either. They're in the bottom 5. Oh, he goes to the chicane. Oh, big snap of oversteer for George Russell. Going to the S section, and that's where he's backed out. Get your sock wet or get jocked 10 times in one day. Joked. What? I don't even know what that means, man. What does that even mean, fam? I don't know. Is that getting your sock wet like a term for something else? Mate, I'm too old for this shit now. I don't know what these things mean. I ain't answering that because I know it's going to be some sort of shit I'm going to get. You know, I already saw English or Spanish meant, and that was the first thing someone said when they came in the chat. I knew how this was going to go down. No, sorry, typo. And it seems to be... No, you can see a few raindrops on the screen. It does seem to be no one can really... Bullied? I'm confused about what the question is. Oh, and there's yellow flag in sector 2. Oh my goodness me! Sergio Perez has binned it in the wall! Sergio Perez is in the wall! Oh my god. Get Yuki Tsunoda in that Red Bull right now! Oh my... Well, not right now because it's absolutely in pieces, but Jesus Christ. Can you say Connor is a Sigma Skibbity... what does even Sigma Skibbity mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm your syndrome. Bro, what chat have I entered into today? What chat I entered into today? Brother! What is going on? And look at Sergio Perez here. So this is where Russell had the snap of oversteer. He turns in and, oh my god, just loses the back end into the barrier. Wow. I subscribed. Thank you. I appreciate you see? Woo. Quick question, Max Verstappen or me? Well, I mean, if you're going off good looks, then obviously me. No, joking. Max is very good looking. No, if you're going to put us in a race car, I think I'd get absolutely demolished. Going off thickness. Yeah, if me and Max Verstappen went head-to-head in a race car on a contest, I'd like to think he's got a lot of stamina on me. And I think in a boxing fight, I think he probably would beat me because I'd probably gas out after like 2 punches. At least can't support each other while watching. Thank you guys for being in the chat. I do appreciate that. And Girth, what is going on in the chat, man? We're trying to watch Formula 1. So it's looking interesting so far. I mean, Hamilton is putting a fantastic lap. And this will take... I mean, the barrier isn't damaged, but that car will take a while to the car will take a while to get gone, which means we wait in another 10 minutes possibly until the session gets back underway, in which at that point, possibly the rain might have come. This is my favorite. Why? It's a red flag. Red flag is out. Why is this my favorite? Your favorite stream I've ever done? Oh, he's on a good lap as well. There. Is it just because? Is it because I'm completely out my depth with meme culture and knowing what things mean? This is why I make Spider-Man videos, man. This is why I stick to Spider-Man videos. This F1 thing is coming out of my ballpark in terms of content. I like the sport, but bro, I ain't ready for these chats, you know. Yeah. So at the moment we've got a red flag. Sergio Perez has hit the wall, bro. Someone just asked what your girth is. This is an amazing stream. I don't even, bro. Not in my how many other years of making YouTube videos. You know, this is a fairly new channel, so some of you, oh, yeah, this channel's basically just started. But in my other channel I had, Lewis Holmes, I've never been asked a question of the sorts ever. Quick question: yourself or a pig in a running contest? I'd destroy a pig. I'd destroy a pig, 100%. In a running contest, I'd destroy a pig, 100%. Are you worried if you didn't destroy a pig? Humans are quicker than pigs, right? And maybe I'm underestimating a pig. Maybe I'm underestimating a pig. Maybe I'm underestimating a pig. I don't know. Yep. Yeah, and now the track is getting wetter, and Daniel Ricciardo might be in trouble here. Let the pig train for 3 months. Yeah, okay, alright. I'll let the pig for 3 months, and then we'll race. Alright? I reckon I still beat it. The pig ain't got nothing on me. So I'm saying. The pig would win. The pig ain't winning shit. No, Hog Rider. Yeah, the Hog Rider from Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. I love the Hog Rider. One of the best. What do you call them? Soldiers you can get on the game. 100%. Money on the pig. Nah! Show me 10 push-ups and we can talk money. Right, bet. Oh, you can't see that if I go down there. I do it on my bed, but that's cheating, right? A soft surface. You're gonna have to believe me. You're gonna have to believe me. Money on the pig. No, don't have money on the pig, man. I'm beating that pig. Pig, aren't they, though? Yeah, and it is raining. You can tell it is raining. I think this is the order. We have. And I think going out is Hulkenberg, Zhou, Magnussen, Stroll, and unfortunately, Daniel Ricciardo. I'll take 20 style jumps. You don't want to see that. Yourself or a horse on a punching contest? Myself or a horse? Yeah, I think a horse would knock. I'm not KSI. I don't think I can knock out a horse. Yeah, no, a horse definitely would knock me out. I mean, technically, can it punch? Could it punch? It could trample me. It could definitely trample me. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's Perez done now. I think that's done now for Red Bull. I think he's getting replaced in the summer. I think this is just Messi, Ronaldo. I mean, okay, right. Are you asking my preference as in a favorite, or are you asking me who I think's better? Who I think's, that's a very, very hard question to answer. But on who is my favorite, Cristiano Ronaldo. Who's better? Okay. As much as it pains me to say it, because Ronaldo is my favorite, I think I'm going to say ever so slightly is Lionel Messi. Let's break down the situation right now. What's going on? Sargent on pole. Sargent isn't on pole, but Sargent is 7th. Right now, we've got Hamilton from Sainz, and we don't actually have the order on the screen, but basically it's Hamilton. Everything we saw about 10 minutes ago, it's still the running order. Russell made a mistake on his second lap. Almost got knocked out, and it's now started to rain, so I think the running order is going to stay exactly the same as it is. Perez has been in the wall. It looks like Magnussen, Zhou, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, and Stroll are going to be going out of Q1 by the looks of things. And it looks like potentially we might, ever so slightly, if it rains a tad bit more, get Inters for Q2, which is very, very interesting. I hope so. GOAT. Yes, Sargent is the GOAT. And you can tell it's wet. I mean, the Red Bull make mistakes like that. You know, no F1 driver should be. But looks like potentially it's getting wet and the drivers are just caught out by it. Russell looked like he was caught out by it a lap earlier where he had a snap of oversteer. And Perez had gone over the same part of the track coming out of the chicane into the S's, got the wet part of the track, lost the back end, and he's in the wall. He's in the wall. Daniel Ricciardo, thoughts? I think he's had a better few races, the last few races, but I don't think he's justified getting the Red Bull seat. If anything, I give the Red Bull seat to Yuki Tsunoda. If we're talking about replacing Perez, not Ricciardo, even though Ricciardo was born to do that. Yeah, it's an interesting one at the moment with Ricciardo. I don't think he deserves to be replaced, though. I think it is a risk replacing him because Liam Lawson, we saw what happened with Nick de Vries. I want to see Liam Lawson in that car. You can't really put Ricciardo in the Red Bull to move him up. And Red Bull have clearly made it clear they refuse to put Tsunoda in that Red Bull. So I don't know what's going on with that situation. Max Prime or the Flash? Max Prime. I mean, no one's beating Max. Perez is worth a bag at the moment. I mean, Perez is just Perez. He's not the best at the moment, is he? He seems to always have this sort of trajectory. At the start of the season, Perez does really well, and he shows why he's the quality driver that Red Bull want him to be. You know, he's not beating Max. I mean, on occasion he is. Not far away. He's racking up the second places, the third place at times, getting a few poles here and there. You know, Perez at the start of the season shows his worth. And Perez is a phenomenal driver. He's shown it over in the sport. He's a very good driver. Mexico's most famous driver, most successful driver as well. And then come middle of the season, he's absolutely shocking. Quality, Hulkenberg would do better. You see, I disagree. I actually disagree with that. This is the mentality of people whenever someone does bad in a Red Bull. We saw it with Gasly. Oh, replace him with Albon. Albon's doing better. Well, let's replace him with Perez. You know, surely Perez. You know, Perez. I mean, let's just take it back a second. During the 2019-20 phase, where Perez was sort of in his prime at Racing Point, Perez was on that Hulkenberg quality of level, where he was currently middle end of the points in a car that definitely probably shouldn't be there all the time, as Hulkenberg doing for Renault, and that now he's obviously gone on to do for Haas, and he did, he's filled in for Aston Martin a few times. So Hulkenberg has had that. Oh my god, it's so wet. Hulkenberg, yeah, is good, and you say Hulkenberg would do better. I don't think he would. I think it'd be exactly the same story as Perez. And it pains me to say that because I love Hulkenberg, but I think it really, really would. I think the only driver that could go in there and do a job consistently against Max is another top driver. Yeah, I think a Hamilton, Alonso, a Leclerc. I don't think these kind of top class middle team drivers can really have what it takes to be cut out at the top. Has he not fired him in the past 5 races or something? Hulkenberg has, yeah, he has. He's out by Perez, but then again, so is Logan Sargent. But would you put Logan Sargent in the Red Bull? I don't think so. Logan Sargent outqualified Red Bull like 7 times last season. No one's putting Sargent. Max Verstappen 22 or Max Verstappen 23? Max Verstappen 23. Max Verstappen 23 was untouchable. I mean, Max Verstappen this year as well. Oh no, Lewis Hamilton. Oh no, here we go. Lewis Hamilton every day. Yeah, Max last year was untouchable. I mean, untouchable this year on his day, but it's just that McLaren and Mercedes are a lot closer. Here goes Guan Yu Zhou for another lap, and it looks a lot wetter than it was earlier. And this looks like potentially we could be. I don't think he's going to improve. I don't think he's going to improve. I was going to see the first sector split. No, he's nowhere near. It's 2 seconds. It's too wet. No, this is going to be the running order now. No, there's no point. Yeah, he's backed off, you can tell. Russell's going again. And I don't think Russell's not going to do that. No, 1 second off. No. Lewis, normal people. Or Lewis Hamilton. Lewis. I don't know who Lewis is from normal people. Does Lewis become primary driver for Ferrari or do him and the... Very, very good question. Very, very good question. And you know what? This is something I think about a lot. I think Lewis goes into that team thinking he's going to be the number one. But then Charles will have that mentality of, okay, this is my team. I've built this team on me the last few years after Seb left. Obviously, the greatest driver of all time is coming in to be my teammate. But I'm not going to let that stop me. Leclerc, I think, will be... I think they will clash heads slightly. I don't think it'll be as bad as possibly we've seen it at Alpine over the last few years. Or anything like that. I just think it will be more of a conflict of interest of who's going to be the top driver. I think Leclerc will want it to be him and Hamilton will obviously want it to be him as well. Old bones. Yeah, I don't know. Here's a question for you guys, though. Do you think that Hamilton can win championship with Ferrari? Is that... And DRS is now disabled. DRS is now disabled, which usually is the indicator that it's a little bit too wet for the dries. George Russell 2.0. What, Leclerc? Is it ramping up? If you had to change things, what would it be? If you had the powers to change things, what would it be? In F1 or just in general? In F1, I think I'd change the sprint format to be reverse championship and make it like a thing. Get rid of the sprint qualifying. I'd change the sprint. The sprint qualifying. I'd change sprint qualifying. I think everything else is fine. Everything else is fine. Logan Sargent is shitting himself right now because he's in 7th, but the track's drying now after a short spat of rain, and it very much looks like everyone's improving. Logan's shitting himself. Oh. Could see himself... Well, currently Perez is 9th, so he will be starting 15th by the current standards. What wheels we got on, brother? We have got softs on at the moment. They've not put the inters on. I'll let you know if they do. But it's not... It didn't rain enough. It didn't rain enough. And here goes Lance Stroll. And Alpine haven't come out. Yeah, this is interesting now. Everyone's out. Everyone's out with 40 seconds to go. Every single driver, apart from Perez and the Alpines. Obviously, Perez. Is this Q1? This is Q1. So this is interesting. Very interesting. Is Stroll improved? Stroll has improved. Oh, and he goes a little bit wide, carried by the curb. What's Ricciardo saying? He's gone faster in sector 1, but he's not up on Bottas, who's in 15th. Stroll's going to have a very good 2nd and 3rd sector here. Oh my God, Verstappen's just gone very quick in the 2nd sector. Max Verstappen's gone very quick. Stroll's gone 6 tenths. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo 8 tenths quicker in the 2nd sector than Bottas. It's going to be interesting to see here. Leclerc goes 4th, improves to 4th. Verstappen's done exactly the same as Hamilton. Here goes Stroll. Stroll goes 4th. Stroll goes 4th. What a lap from Lance Stroll. Here comes your... Ricciardo puts it on. Oh! Ricciardo goes quickest. Daniel Ricciardo, get him in the Red Bull. Get Red Bull. That's it. Albon goes 5th. Sargent's in trouble. Hulkenberg goes to 6th. Tsunoda goes 8th. Nowhere near his teammate. Russell is in 15th. In danger. Bottas. Zhou goes 16th. Here comes Bottas. Can he knock George Russell? He can! George Russell has been knocked out of qualifying. Russell's out of Q1. Oh my goodness me. Here comes Kevin Magnussen. It could get worse for Russell. And it does. Kevin Magnussen goes 15, knocking Perez out. Perez was going to be out anyway. But George Russell is out of Q1 here in Hungary. And Daniel Ricciardo is first. What an ending to Q1. Wow. Wowee. That was something. And Sargent got very lucky for Sargent. Wowee. Wowee. George Russell. I mean, he's had a very good season so far in that Mercedes. Very, very, very good season. But 17th. That's unfortunate for Russell. And McLaren nowhere at the end there either. So interchangeable. He has snake eyes. What does that even mean, man? Wow. That is crazy. And Alpine have absolutely fumbled the bag there, by the way. That's not their fault. That's not... It blinks eyes. Brother! That's quite funny. But yeah, Alpine have fumbled the bag there. Not Ocon or Gasly's fault, but they've completely fumbled the bag with that. Whew, take a breather. Finance and HR. Formula One sponsored by Workday. Oof, now that was crazy. That was one of the best Q1s I've seen this year. That was very good. Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay. So Russell out in Q1. Yeah, it's that's not very good for George Russell. Puts him down in my estimations for this weekend. If you guys don't know, we do a driver ratings podcast after every single... What do I use for my piles? Mate, what kind of question is that? Fucking hell, man. I don't know. I don't have them. I hope not. Do I? No, listen. So, yeah, we do a driver ratings podcast after the race, and we rank them 1 to 5 on how well they did on the weekend. And we're going to do an average mid-season. So when the summer break comes in, me and Jack, who's also on this channel, we're going to do our ratings mid-seasons, right? And our averages, right? Russell Joker arc. Did I just go Joker mode? Yeah, Russell's had a very good season, so his average is quite high at the moment, but this weekend looks like it will be lower. Mate, that's such a random question to come in the chat with. Fam, what do I use for my piles? Bruv, YouTube Shorts comment sections are mad. This is the first time I live streamed on YouTube Shorts, right? What the fuck? I don't hate it though. It's quite funny. It keeps me entertained during the adverts. That's for sure. That's for sure. Ah, George Russell snake eyes, and now I'm getting asked what I use for I don't know, laxatives, man. Fucking up, bro. I have got some pills on my desk though. Tesco. Do you ever call into? Do I ever call into work evil? So I call work and I go, hey guys, I'm not coming in today. I'm feeling a bit... I don't know. Oh. No, if I don't want to go to work, I just stay in bed. You know what I mean? No one. Who needs to go work? Everyone needs to go work. No, I don't. I can't say I do that. Yeah. I call in diabolical. Don't blame me, man. So, did everyone call in on Monday morning after the Euros, by the way? After the Euros final, did everyone call in Monday morning? I want to know if you did that, by the way. Did you do that? So, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton have done the exact same time. The exact same time. So that's quite interesting. The exact same time, man. In evil? Brother, I don't even... What does that mean, man? Do you know what it means, Kimmy? What? Kimmy doesn't know. Right. I work at CrowdStrike. You're the reason everything went down. I'm so glad, by the way. I'm so glad that because I was in like a few weeks ago. Oh, was it a week ago? 2 weeks ago, I was in. We were so close to coming back when the IT strike happened. Or not IT strike, the IT problem. Strike? I guess does electronics... I don't know. Can they strike? I don't know. That sounds like a whole ethical dilemma that I don't want to get into. But yeah, because that planes just got absolutely finessed everywhere. I saw the air traffic control thing over the... Absolutely, there was like 3 planes running at once. There was nothing. Everything got shut down. Meetings got called off. Even McDonald's menus got called off. Bro, man couldn't even order anything at McDonald's, fam. So yeah, we got very, very lucky to come back before that. But there you go. At least it doesn't affect me watching the F1. That's all I can say. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. It's so hot, man. Bro, the UK, man, is just, like, it's only 22 degrees, but, like, the UK, right, 22 degrees here is, like, swelteringly hot, but then in, like, a foreign country, it's almost jumper weather, you know what I mean? Like if I'm in Spain, and mate, I'm wearing a tracksuit, I got my coat on, you know what I'm saying? In the UK, I'm sweating my absolute balls off, man. Oh, my forehead is got a sheen. You can almost watch it in my forehead. But I'm excited for I'm excited for Q3 as well. I mean, could we see potentially... I'll put these back on. Could we see a Hamilton pole? That's the question. Whew. Oh, shit. That's my mic. When England isn't 1 Celsius and not cloudy. Yeah, basically. It is, man. The thing is, right, you know how everyone says, okay, you have to apply for British citizenship if you want to come to the UK, you got to get a visa and all that. You don't. All you got to do, right, this is the test, okay? If you complain about the weather when it's cold, but you also complain when it's too hot, you're British. That's it. Just give you citizenship there and then. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do to be British, right? If you want to come to the UK and live here, right, all you got to do is complain when it's cold and complain when it's hot. That's all you need to do. Just complain about the weather all year round. It doesn't matter. Are you British? Thoughts on another new PM? If I'm honest, I know I get in trouble for saying this, actually. I've got in trouble with a few people for saying this. Honestly, I don't know the difference. If I'm honest, I'm not into politics. I don't know enough about them. I kind of do my own thing. I just kind of live, and nothing's ever changed as far as I'm sure there's things that definitely need changing. My fiance's a nurse, so obviously I hear about some of the things that the NHS is getting up to. And yeah, that's obviously great. So if they could fix, Big K, as I'm calling it, K, if Big K can fix the NHS, we're blessed, right? That's what I guess he said he's gonna. I guess every prime minister says that, right? It's basically bog standard, right? What's in your manifesto? Fix the NHS. Sounds good, but no, honestly, I don't really know the difference. I'm not, everyone says, you're bad if you this, you're bad if you that. I don't know the difference, man. I honestly do not know the difference. All I know is Big K's in now, Rishi's out, and yeah. I wonder if Big K had Sky TV growing up. Bring back Margaret Thatcher. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, so, I mean, just as long as they're good, that's all that matters, right? Whoever it is. Here goes Lewis Hamilton, back on the top. You wouldn't think this is an F1 stream. Bring me back. Here's Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes. Carlos Sainz is already... Margaret Thatcher for P1. Margaret Thatcher to Red Bull to replace Sergio Perez. Braking. On my right, I want to... Right, I hate... Right, this is completely off topic, by the way. But no, it's not. Almost. It is to do with F1, right? On the F1 games, they have coded it horribly, right? Mid-season transfers. Because on my career mode, right, Logan Sargent has gone to Red Bull to replace Max Verstappen. Tell me in what world that sense. The F1 games are just stupid. The coding is ridiculous. Since when does Logan go to? They need to code it so that the drivers from RB go to Red Bull and drive with Mercedes and Ferrari, go to them teams, and driver transfers happen realistically, right? That is absolutely diabolical. And Hamilton is on an absolute stonker of a lap right now. Sainz putting a 117 flat. Hamilton is now on a lap as he comes around the final corner. Verstappen is going even quicker, 9/10 on Carlos Sainz. Hamilton crosses the line, 4/10 up on Carlos Sainz. It's a 16.5, but Verstappen is flying. Predictions for I did predict Sainz for pole before qualifying started, before the weekend started, but now I'm more leaning towards Max first, Lewis second, Norris third, Sainz, then Piastri. That's what I'm going to go for, those five. I mean, then again, Norris and McLaren could show up out of nowhere. We don't know. Piastri's done the fastest second sector, so as I say that, Piastri very much showing me up for saying he's going to fifth. Here comes Alonso. He's not too far off either. 2/10 off Verstappen, the fastest time. So Alonso's going quick. Here comes Oscar Piastri. Round the DRS Open. Crosses the line. Second. Only by 100th of a second. Sorry. 100th of a second. Here comes Fernando Alonso. Round the final corner. Takes a generous amount of curb. 3/10 and puts himself in third place. Not a bad lap from Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin. Aston Martin maybe showing a little bit of pace. Yeah, and five drivers wins at the moment. Those being Albon, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Norris, and Ricciardo. Piastri, talent ceiling. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because the only driver you can compare him to at the moment is Lando Norris. He's on the pace of Lando, most of the time, and Lando is obviously considered to be one of the best. I think Piastri's got a long way to go, and I really do think he can be world champion. I saw a comparison saying Piastri reminds someone a lot of Alain Prost, and I can see it almost. I can very much see Piastri being. I can almost see Piastri being. I don't even know. I do think he'll win a championship. If he stays with McLaren and McLaren continue the upwards trajectory, I do think he'll win a world championship. And what's interesting about this now is that the track is forever as it gets drier and the grip improves and the track heats up and the cars can get their tyres in a better working window. And we're seeing it with Sainz right now as he does the fastest first sector. Personal best second sector, still 5 off Max Verstappen's time. Well, that's a good question. Do you think Piastri will win a championship? I don't think as long as Norris is there, but I think at some point maybe Norris might leave, and if he does, I think Piastri could have his chance. Here comes Sainz, and he's third, behind Piastri and Max Verstappen. One driver that I wish we got to see in Red Bull, and it doesn't look like we will, is Yuki Tsunoda. Better strategist, should have won last race. Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the races, they should have won. They should have won. Well, they won Miami, didn't they? They should have won Imola. They should have won Silverstone. Lando on the mediums. They should have won Austria. Obviously, that was the collision between Max and Lando. McLaren have had their chances. And if Red Bull or another team somehow come good for the rest of the season and chances are scarce, become scarce how they were last season, I think we could. McLaren are going to regret not taking a few of those chances because yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda, exactly. No, don't sack the geezer, man. McLaren are still. We got to understand. McLaren are fairly new to this. McLaren are fairly new to winning. At least with Mercedes, they've still got the same personnel from when they were winning in the hybrid era. McLaren barely have any of their personnel that they had during dominant days. Especially with the 90s, right? The 80s and 90s. And the early 2000s, where they saw success with Kimi Räikkönen, Fernando Alonso, Jenson Button to some extent as well. They don't, all those personnel aren't really there anymore. So McLaren are fairly, when you look at it like that, McLaren are fairly a new team that, they're new to success, really. And they've got a lot of learning to do. And that's the same goes for Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. Same goes for Zach Brown and Andrea Stella and the teams, the mechanics and everyone. So I think they'll learn. Doesn't take an idiot to know to leave Piastri out for 3 extra laps and say, well, that's the thing, isn't it? You wouldn't do it. I think in those key moments, you see teams like Mercedes or Red Bull, they make the right call because they've got that experience of, if we don't do this now, we're going to suffer the consequences. Whereas McLaren you can tell they're ifing and ahhing all the time, aren't they? They're like, we should put the on to cover Hamilton. Let's go get him. And not thinking the long game of, okay, well, if we don't put the mediums on, Verstappen might get us. But also, if we put the mediums on, potentially we might come back into the race later. Mercedes would make that call. That's Hamilton behind Norris at the end of the race. Hamilton puts the mediums on. He does every time. If that's Verstappen puts the mediums on. So, for me, I just think they just need a bit of time to sort of get their bearings. I wouldn't say, I don't think anyone needs to be fired. I don't think they need to make changes as fine as they are. I just think they need that experience of what it means to win and how to win and what has to be done, because it's a tight game, Formula One. And we've got teams like Mercedes and Red Bull and Ferrari who are used to winning, year in, year out, whether it's only a few Grand Prix or a World Championship. You've got some hard vision. We're seeing now a bit of a pile up here at the end of the pit lane as cars wait to get their final runs in. Nico Hülkenberg is trying to edge out of the pit lane and no one's letting him go. They are my next Prime Minister of a win. The sprint doesn't count. Your next Prime Minister? What, Oscar Piastri? So you are Australian? Oh, that's tight coming out the garage from the Ferrari. I really want to go to Australia. I'm thinking about some point going to Australia for... Yeah. Up the Aussies. Let's go. Oh. Love Australia. Love you guys. You guys are great. Still can't get out the pit lane, man. Oh. Yeah. Not Magnussen, sorry. That's Nico Hülkenberg. Go. Drooped. Why do I get the feeling that's like where everyone dies? Here goes Lewis Hamilton for a run. Now, the only issue being sooner in this session is that potentially you might get caught out by track evolution, because track evolution, as we know, is very big when it comes to tracks that have dried and that sort of thing. I get the feeling they might get caught out with track evolution here. Hamilton goes 2/10 slower than the first sector. That is not quick at all, and you can see the car squirming around. And Hamilton's 8th as well. He's struggling for grip here. I can't. Is it raining again? There's a little droplet on the camera lens here. What's he doing in the second sector? Yeah, no, he hasn't improved. 5/10 down from Verstappen. We'll see Stroll's second sector time. 10th down on Verstappen, but still a personal best. Is it started raining? Hamilton certainly hasn't fired up those soft tyres. He's still going. Comes around the final corner. And he goes up to 6th. He does improve. but will that be quick enough? Here comes Stroll. Stroll goes fourth. Hamilton could be in trouble here. Here comes Alex Albon, rounding the final corner now in 13th place. Here he comes. Albon goes to 9th in the top 10, but also will be in trouble. Stroll. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know how Stroll keeps his seat. I really don't. Here comes Charles Leclerc. Hamilton is in trouble here. And he's on pace with Max Verstappen, is Charles Leclerc. Here he comes. DRS Open. Charles Leclerc, 4th fastest. Hamilton down to 9th. Hamilton is in trouble here. If any of the bottom 6 can put a lap together. Here comes Fernando Alonso. Round the final corner, very close to track limits. Comes across the line. Improved, but not his position. And Lando Norris goes quickest by 0.2 of a second. What a lap from Norris. On board with Yuki Tsunoda now. Goes quite wide, penultimate turn. Round the final corner. Turns it into the apex nicely. 9th. Hamilton down to 10th. Hamilton is in trouble. Bottas is going quicker than Hamilton. Hulkenberg is going quicker than Hamilton. Hamilton's in trouble. Could both Mercedes not make it through to Q3? Here goes Valtteri Bottas. Does he knock out his former teammate? No, he doesn't. 11th for Valtteri Bottas. Still a very good qualifying. Hulkenberg goes 11th. Hamilton still safe. Here comes Kevin Magnussen. Can't improve. Hamilton lives to fight another day. Wowee, what a qualifying session that was. And Bottas gets his time deleted. Oh, no, he doesn't. Sorry, my apologies. And Hamilton is safe by 1/100th of a second. Wow. Lewis Hamilton has got very lucky there. That was incredible. Brother, don't scare me like that. Yep, sorry. We almost had Hamilton out. But once again, I think we mentioned this earlier on. The McLarens out of nowhere are now looking very, very feisty. And that's where Hamilton lost loads of time up the hill. And yeah, that's where he lost the majority of his time. He's very lucky to get away with that. Russell didn't get away with it, but Hamilton did. And now we move on to qualifying 3. Hamilton, very, very lucky. But also, very good show from both RB drivers. Tsunoda and Ricciardo, both in the top 10. And so are both Aston Martins. Considering both Aston Martins were out in Q1, a few races running. Yeah, they were in that bottom half, weren't they? The fact that both Alonso are now in the top 10 comfortably as well, almost looking like they're fighting for a first spot. If they put a lap together, they've done quite well there. They've done quite well. Oh, yeah. One qualifying session to go. One session to go. Dyson Airstream. Ooh. I need a drink, man. I'm also kind of hungry. It's tea time. It's tea time. Tea time. Oh. These are trippy, What am I watching from? Oh, it's a car insurance ad. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I have a range of emotions today. I'm tired. It's also kind of cold now. What temperature is it? 22 still? It doesn't feel 22. Aviva. Oh, Madry. I want to see those push-ups. Brother. Bet. How can I do the push-up? How can I do these push-ups? There's not any way I can do them. There isn't any way I can do not have the room in this room to do them. I could do them on my bed, but like that's cheating, right? Soft surface. Soft surface is really easy to do push-ups on. Bottas is done very well. Do you want the bet? You want to? Okay, bet. We're doing them. We're doing them. We're doing the push-ups. There you go. There's 10. Oh, that counts. Okay. I bet. There you go. If it counts, it counts. That's all I'm saying. Oh. Oh. It wasn't meant to be upper day today. Oh, doesn't count. What do you mean doesn't count? He said it counts and it doesn't count. What do you want me to do? Oh, mate. Mate. Oh. You know what? Next time we're in here, you're huge. Yeah, I'm huge in the wrong way, fam. I'm huge in this way, bruv. I need to cut, man. I need to cut. I am not in any way huge. Tell you what, next stream, me and Jack, push-up competition. 10 more push-ups I've got. Nah, fuck that, fam. Fuck that. Ah, oh. Q3 will start at 5 o'clock. Oh, at local time. Too many Stellas. Can I have a pint of Stella, please? Love a pint of San Miguel. I hate Stella. What is your favourite alcoholic beverage? Are we even allowed to talk about this on YouTube? I assume so. Favourite alcoholic beverage? What are we saying? I love cocktails. They're great. Oh. Minus 196 from Japan. What does that mean, man? Is this another skibbity thing? Right, here comes Max. Here comes Max. So he's qualified 6th, 2nd, fourth, first, 4th. So his qualifying record in the last 5 races isn't the greatest. Oh, I've frozen. There we go. It's not the greatest. 9% alcohol drink you can buy from convenience stores for about £2. Oh, it's a drink. 9%, bro. That shit's rocket fuel. 2 of them and you're blackout. Then again, wait. So I mean, maybe not for some people. 500 ml. That's basically it's not far from a pint. That they're the big bottles. No, that's cool. That's cool, mate. My forehead is wet. It's gone hot again, fam. There's those push-ups. Make the lack of a toe count. What does that even mean? Why does Max not have toes? No, obviously I know it means the toe is in the substream. Yes, I'll punch a few of them and nice. Get in there. Come on. Get in there. Is it actually rocket fuel? We have a drink which I really like called Live from Tokyo. Oh, you in Tokyo right now? That's cool. That's really cool if you're in Tokyo right now. That's really cool. Okay, this could get very interesting. We have a drink. Nice. How's Tokyo? How is Japan, by the way? I really want to go to Japan. How is Japan? Let me know. We've got a drink called Aspals. I don't know if you guys have it. Actually, I don't think so because it's a Suffolk drink, so I don't think you will. But there is a version of it that is 8.8% or something like that. 8.8%. So good. With rocket fuel. Second run could be affected by rain, says Aston Martin on the team radio to Fernando Alonso, which means this first run has got to count. No mistakes can be made here, which means the pressure is on. Max Verstappen is now on a lap. Oscar Piastri is also on a lap as well. And the Red Bull, it doesn't look hooked up the way that Max probably wants it. That being said, he's probably going to put a decent sector. 27.5. It's 0.5 slower than his lap in Q2. We'll see where Oscar compares. Oscar is slower, not by much. 0.2 of a second, so it's still all to play for in this second sector here. It does look like this lap will be the only dry lap, so this looks like it might be the running order for tomorrow based on where whoever qualified now. And Verstappen goes 34.4 in the second sector. What does Piastri do? A 35, so he's gained a 10th back. And here comes Verstappen around the final corner. Can he? Tentative on the throttle. Nice exit though. A 15.5 across the line for Max Verstappen. It's a very good lap. But is it going to be enough? Here comes Oscar Piastri. Can he beat Verstappen? No, he can't, despite the fastest last sector. And Carlos Sainz pull one out the bag for Ferrari. No, he can't. It's 62. Can Lewis Hamilton put it on pole for Mercedes? 2 races running. Here he comes. No, he can't. It's third for Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen has done a mad lap. Oh, and Leclerc, snap of oversteer through the final corner. Oh, and he's... I don't think that's going to be any... Oh, we're still third. Very good lap from Leclerc, fighting it through the last corner, though. Here comes Fernando... Come on, England! Here comes Fernando Alonso round the final corner. Can he get anywhere near... He's gone 5th! He's gone 5th. What a lap from Alonso. And Lando Norris is 0.2 up on Max Verstappen in the second sector. Lando is flying. Lando is flying. He's currently on track to 0.5 quicker than his teammate. Round the final corner. On ball, Lando Norris. Very close to the edge. And he... 1:15.2. Lando Norris has absolutely put Max Verstappen in the bin. Max is in the bin. Norris is on provisional pole. Ricciardo goes 9th. Stroll is on a lap. Whether it's any good, I don't know. Me, probably not. Here he comes, penultimate corner, round the final corner. Lando looks to start. Any money? Probably. Round the final corner. Here comes Lance Stroll. Where is it for Stroll? It is 8th. And there's a light drizzle. And this looks like it's going to be... It looks like it's going to be the starting grid because rain is coming down. This could be it now. Lando Norris, pole, Verstappen, Piastri 3rd, Leclerc 4th, Hamilton 5th. Looks like it's going to be your top 5 for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Unless anything changes in the next 6 minutes, which it could. That is why Oscar Piastri lost time. It's out the first corner as well. Snap of oversteer. Definitely lost him a few tenths. I do think Lando could foot the start, you know. And the rain is coming down. It's a little bit more visible than before as well. So I don't think they're going to get any. Do you tune in for race days too? We do. We will be live tomorrow for the race. Me and Jack, both of us. Yeah. Previous polls. Verstappen hasn't been on pole here since 2019. Last 5 poles. Hamilton 23, Russell 22, Hamilton, then Max Verstappen in 2019. We do the race days. Jack will be live tomorrow, or should be. It's just today, but we should be live tomorrow, both of us. If not, it will be me. And everyone else is coming back out for another run, so it could... Can Hungary throw another twist? In the ring at the end of this session. Wonderful. Look forward to the push-up. Oh, shit. You're going to hold me to that now? Yeah. This is Jack, push-up competition. Oh, and you can see people putting their raincoats on in the grandstands. Everyone's getting more run, though. Norris isn't out. Piastri is. Oscar is out. Max Verstappen is out. Hamilton is out. But Lando Norris isn't. Does he not think it is worth it? Ooh. Hamilton is out as well. Hamilton certainly believes he's got a good shot at the row this weekend. And I don't blame him. Mercedes have had the pace. And Sainz needs to improve too. Yeah. And out comes Charles Leclerc as well. Oh, he should be coming out. Why are they leaving him in the garage this long? Stop. Why are you leaving him in? And here comes Oscar Piastri. Piastri's got another roll of the dice. And it is raining now. I don't think he'll improve. I don't think anyone will improve. Norris is also on an out lap as well. He goes a bit wide there in turn 1. This is going to have to be a big lap. Very light rain in the pit lane. Yeah, I think raining too hard. I don't think... Oh, he's gone quickest in the first sector. Maybe it is still okay for the dry tyres. It seems, it's definitely raining, drizzling. You'd think the times wouldn't get any quicker than they already... He goes a bit wide there at the chicane. Sainz goes a 10th quicker sector. Okay, so this has just got interesting. So it isn't wet enough yet for the tyres, for the times to diminish. Max goes quickest in the first sector. What a first sector that was from Max Verstappen. This is interesting. Here comes Oscar Piastri. What will this time be? Will it be provisional pole for now? Sainz is slower. Here goes Oscar. It's second with the quickest last sector. He can't quite get on top of his teammates' time. Oh, wow. Hamilton goes 4th and Sainz, snap of oversteer in the last corner. That Ferrari does not look hooked up in these conditions. Nevertheless, he goes 4th, beating out Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen, here he comes. Here goes Verstappen. Is it going to be provisional pole? It is, ever slightly. And now Norris has got to take it back, but there's a yellow flag. And oh my goodness me. There's an RB off the track. It's a red flag. It's Yuki Tsunoda in the gravel with his rear wing broken. And Max Verstappen's had his lap time deleted. Verstappen's had his time deleted. Never mind. Twerk. What happened to Yuki? Oh, he's... Turn 5 goes in on the curb. Oh, that was hefty. He's bounced up over the curb in the area. Oh my god. Yeah, he's just pushed a little bit too hard. Wow. I mean, he's gone a little bit too... Yeah, I just heard Brundle say he's gone a little bit too wide. And he's gone over the little sausage pole, I believe, and he's gone straight into the barrier. He looks okay, but it's hefty. I've probably winded him. Yeah, it's probably just knocked him out. Rocket-powered mohawk. What does that mean? Verstappen is 3rd on my timing screen, even though he put in the fastest lap. So I wonder if he got deleted. I wonder. No one's talking about it in the commentary. Oh, no, I'm just going to listen. Rocket powered Mohawk. You'd enjoy his Lance Stroll video. Oh, is he a YouTuber? Oh, I'll check it out. Well, we've got 2 minutes to go. Yeah, so Max Verstappen's time has been deleted. A local Brit, you guys can talk about Brexit. Is that all you guys think we talk about? We talk about Brexit? True, I haven't heard anyone talk about Brexit in a very, very, very long time. I don't think Verstappen has any new soft tyres. I think Verstappen only has used. And Verstappen's time, Brexit means Brexit. Yeah, so Yuki gets on where the curb elevates a little bit and then just bounces into the barrier. The session will restart. So we're 2 red flags here in the Hungarian Grand Prix qualifying. This is probably the longest qualifying we've had this year. Interesting. Max Verstappen's time has been deleted. Oh, there's a replay. Replay of Max Verstappen. I wonder why his lap time got deleted. Max hater or fan? Oh, I'm impartial. I don't hate Max. I am a Lewis fan, but no, I like Max. I think he's a really funny joke. Obviously, I when he's dominating, I hope he doesn't dominate, and I hope Hamilton would. No, I'm not a hater or a fan. I'm impartial. I appreciate that he's a very good driver. I appreciate that he's yeah. Max has got out the car. Hate Max, but he will beat this in the long run. I don't hate him. I do believe he could break some of his records. I don't think he will. We are going to restart the session. They are saying 2 minutes and 13. Max Verstappen is out of the car. What is going on with Max? What is going on? I don't understand. He will get I don't know. I think he'll retire before then. I think he'll retire. I think if he wins this championship and he wins the next. I think if he wins up until 2028, I think he'll retire. Which have 7? Yeah, he's out the car. Max has diarrhea. Yeah, so I was right about that. Max only has doesn't have any fresh tyres anymore. And now he's out the car. So this is very, very interesting. Rain in 5 minutes. They got 5 minutes to get a lap. As long as he's above P10, he'll have a good shot at winning the race. No point of running again if it's too wet. Yeah, I guess you're right there. I just think it's a bit. Well, that's the interesting thing. You say he's got a good chance. He does, but the field is that close this season that unless you're top maybe 2 or 3, he's going to have a really hard time winning this race, especially since he doesn't have the help of Perez as well, his teammate, in there for strategy. And the McLarens look quick. Mercedes can't ever count. The Ferraris, both of them there, and even the Astons. So, I don't think it's easy for Max Verstappen. Don't know, we'll see. I mean, you know, you can never count. You know, there's definitely a podium on the cards for him, no matter where he starts. Well, win. It's maybe a little bit difficult. Yeah, why is Max not in that queue? You think so? Max world champ on unlock this season. Yeah, 100%. He'll win. He'll win this. He'll win this. This season. 100%. I think by the end of the season, the gap might be a bit closer than 80 points that it is now. Maybe Lando might be closer, but he'll definitely win the season. 100%. This is interesting. We aren't getting going yet, and rain is fast approaching. In 2 minutes. Started watching 2 years ago. Watching for second. More interesting, frankly. Yeah, it has. Yeah. It has been, but this year has definitely been more interesting for watching for the win. But yes, you are right. Last year was definitely a slog. Nowhere near what F1 should be. And we get going. Or to resume at 5:21. What improvements you have in mind? Better. I see they're making cars smaller for 26. Yeah, so like I said before, I think sprint race should be reverse grid order. I think I don't know. F1's pretty good as it is. I think I'd put more harsh regulations on the budget cap to make teams closer together. Because we know Red Bull did cheat and then they took a fine for it instead of any sort of major penalty. I'd put rules in for a lot of the regulation instead of up to steward interpretation. I'd take the same steward team every single race because it is different stewards every race. Yeah, I'd do something like that. So I think that's how I'd improve it. I think F1 is one of those sports where it does need to evolve, but at the same time, there's not much you can really do to fix it without doing it for doing its sake. It's kind of like how they're trying to introduce blue cards into football. Like, why? Why would you introduce blue cards into football? Like, football's good with yellow and red. Of course, the billion-dollar companies would take fine. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like they took a fine and less win tunnel time instead of a penalty. If they took a penalty, it could have cost them the World Drivers' Championship in 2021. Or it could have cost them. It could have cost them in the season next. So, you know, they got caught cheating, going over the financial. And I would argue that, you know, you've got to put harsh regulation. If you go over that budget cap that F1 teams have by 1 penny, you instant dunk penalty, and it's got to be a constructors or a driver's penalty, 100%, because that is cheating. It is literally black and white against the rules. So, you know, I don't know what else they expect. You know, if you're a competitor, I don't know what you expect them else to do. If you're a competitor of Red Bull, what else are you meant to do? Just sit back and go, okay, yeah, they can have a fine. He said, they're a billion-dollar company. If they can cheat and take a fine, they're going to do it. It's ridiculous. This was 2020. This was 2021 I'm talking about, yeah. It's ridiculous. There should be a slam dunk penalty if you go 1 penny over the cost cap. No exceptions. No exceptions. Yeah, because they went over the budget cap in 2021, which got found out in 2022. And nothing sporting has come of it. Maybe, you know, maybe the wind tunnel regulation, maybe the wind tunnel penalty, but yeah, when you've got a philosophy for a car already nailed down. Here we go. We've got going again. Lando Norris gets going. And it doesn't seem to be raining, even though it said it would. It's looking dirty where... Everyone's got an outside chance of pole here, even Hamilton. And Verstappen is in trouble here for not coming out. Here comes Lando. Here we go. Lando Norris. Lando Norris, first sector. Gonna improve. We're gonna get a gauge of where the pace is. He hasn't improved. Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere in the first sector. And this tells me that maybe Red Bull were onto something about not coming out. And Carlos has gone into the pits. Yeah, no one's improving. Max might have been onto something. Yeah, no one, yeah. Yeah, very anticlimactic ending. Lando Norris comes in, not finishing the lap. Ricciardo's going it up. Does Piastri continue? Piastri doesn't. Piastri's in the pits, and it's a McLaren 1-2 on the front row. Here comes Ricciardo. Oh, 9th for Daniel Ricciardo. Out-qualifies his teammate. There we go. That is your 2024 Hungarian Grand Prix qualifying 90 minutes. There we go. Lando Norris on pole, followed by Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen in third. And then rounding out your top 10 is Carlos, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, Daniel Ricciardo, and then Yuki Tsunoda. Ricciardo goes 9th to finish 18th. I don't think so. I think Ricciardo might have a good race. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. And we'll be live for tomorrow.